Have you heard the old adage, sometimes it's just cheaper to keep them? Well, for right now, that also applies to real estate. Hi, my name is Scott Jacobs with Jacobs & Company. And look, divorce is a very real thing, unfortunately, right? One out of, I think, almost every two, almost 50% of all marriages, unfortunately, fail. And for that matter, divorce is a very complicated, tricky thing. It's a very challenging time, right? Dividing assets, and certainly if kids are involved, that certainly adds a significant layer of complexity. But for the first time in a long time, now you have to consider real estate. Look, for many people, that are married, right, and they go and buy a home, they are oftentimes tenants by entirety, right? So they're both on the mortgage loan. When factoring in who's going to keep the property, you would like to assume that whether it's the husband or the wife, that they could easily just refinance the home, or just, redo, modify some simple deed paperwork, on the title and remove their spouse, right? That's not essentially that easy. Both incomes, spouses, were needed in order to qualify for that loan. So at which point a divorce is now going to, be taking place. One spouse has to now qualify for the same loan on their own merits, their own income. And look, today we know interest rates are approaching 7% on your traditional 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So not so easy. Your monthly payment could certainly go up exponentially. The debt to income ratios are heavily skewed, meaning that either that spouse can no longer qualify for the same loan on their own, right? They can't afford that monthly payment. The bank would view it as too risky of loan, forcing this couple into a situation where maybe the only option is you have to sell the property, right? Nobody's going to keep it. Divorce now gets even more complicated than what it's always been due to rapidly rising interest rates, the highest interest rates certainly we've seen in a very long time, going up as fast as we've seen them in 40 years. That now that adds another layer of complexity to the divorce process. So, when you're looking at this now, when you're looking at it with your client, you're factoring in, is now a good time to get a divorce? There's probably never a good time to get a divorce, but I would make the argument that now might be one of the worst times to get a divorce, especially if somebody is emotionally tied to the asset that's between you all. And if you've got kids involved, that's your home place. Certainly you can make a case as to why one or the other would want to anchor themselves to that property. But today, with rising interest rates, that may become an impossibility. This is a very delicate topic, and certainly we treat these kind of situations with kid gloves and the utmost level of confidentiality here at Jacobs & Company. If you have any questions regarding any portion of this, I hope that you'll give me and or one of our talented agents a call here at the office at area code 703-594-3800. We'd love an opportunity to speak with you. Thank you so much.